All right, picture this. You've just had cataract surgery. You're excited, you're expecting to wake up and see the world in high definition, right? But wait, something's off. The vision isn't as sharp as you imagined. Maybe there's glare at night. Maybe you still need glasses, or worse, you feel like you made the wrong decision. Sounds scary? It happens more than you think. You're not alone if you feel this way. A lot of patients regret their decision for reasons like unrealistic expectations or not asking enough questions beforehand. But guess what? It doesn't have to happen to you. Today, I'll show you exactly how to avoid these common regrets and make the best choice for your vision.
Hey there, everyone. Cataract surgery is one of the most successful procedures in medicine. But let's be real, it's not magic. It won't turn back time and make your eyes like they were when you were 20, and that's okay, as long as you know what to expect. The most common mistake I see in my patients is expecting to be able to see perfectly right after the surgery. They think that their vision will be flawless, but in reality it's not quite that simple. Sure, your vision will improve, but it's important to have realistic expectations. No lens can replace your natural eye exactly. If you prepare for a little bit of compromise, you'll likely be much happier with the results. The more you understand the possible outcomes, the more you can enjoy the surgery's benefits without any surprises later on. All right, let's talk about something a lot of people overlook: dry eye issues after cataract surgery. Now, don't freak out, this is pretty common. I see it all the time. Your eyes might feel dry, scratchy, or even like there's something stuck in them, like sand. It can be super uncomfortable, and for some, it even lasts for a few months. But here's the thing, it's usually temporary. Your eye needs time to heal and adjust after surgery. The good news, if you have a history of dry eyes, you can manage this beforehand. Talk to your doctor about using artificial tears or other treatments. Also, omega-3 supplements are known to help improve your tear quality. It's all about being prepared, you know. If you understand that this could happen and know how to handle it, you'll be much more comfortable throughout your recovery. So, don't let this catch you off guard. Plan. And remember, the more proactive you are with your eye care, the quicker your eyes will adjust and feel comfortable again. With a little extra attention, your healing process will be a lot smoother and your results will be so much better. So let's get real for a second. You've probably heard about multifocal lenses and how they can give you clearer vision at multiple distances, right? Sounds like a dream come true, right? But here's the catch. They come with a price. And I'm not talking about the cost of the surgery. I'm talking about the trade-offs that come with choosing a multifocal lens. Don't get me wrong, these lenses work wonders for a lot of people. They can help you see at far, intermediate, and near distances, all without needing to reach for reading glasses or switch lenses for different tasks. For example, imagine being able to read your book, glance at the TV across the room, and check your phone all without moving your glasses around or squinting. Pretty amazing, right? But here's the deal. These lenses come with some compromises. First off, let's talk about contrast sensitivity. You might not notice this right away, but after surgery, you could find that things appear a bit less crisp, especially in low-light situations. For example, driving at night could become a challenge. Street lights might look a little blurrier or have a halo effect around them, which can be pretty distracting. If you're someone who enjoys driving at night or relies on clear vision in dark settings, this can be a real issue. A lot of patients report seeing halos or starbursts around lights, especially at night. That dazzling streetlight might turn into a blurry ball of light, and it can feel like you're looking through foggy glasses. Now, another thing to think about with these lenses is the adjustment period. When you first get them, your brain needs to adjust to processing the different focal points that the multifocal lens provides. This doesn't happen overnight, and for some people it can take weeks or even months to fully adapt. And during this period, you might experience a bit of visual distortion or feel like your vision isn't quite right. It's totally normal to feel that way, but if you're not mentally prepared for it, it can lead to frustration. So what's the solution here? The trick is understanding that no lens is perfect, not even multifocal lenses. They're great for most people, but they're not the be-all and end-all for everyone. The key is having a candid conversation with your doctor about your lifestyle and visual priorities. For instance, if you spend a lot of time reading up close or need a sharp, clear vision for precision tasks, you might want to consider a lens that's designed specifically for that, like a monofocal lens, which offers a more straightforward focused distance. But if you're someone who likes the idea of not having to worry about reading glasses or switching between different pairs for various activities, a multifocal lens could be the perfect solution. Ultimately, it all comes down to setting the right expectations. If you go into the surgery expecting absolutely perfect vision at all distances, you might be disappointed. But if you understand the trade-offs and are okay with a little compromise, you'll likely be thrilled with the results. Multifocal lenses can work wonders, but they're not magic, and they come with their own set of challenges. Being well-informed and realistic about your options is the best way to ensure that your vision improves and that you're satisfied with your decision long-term. So, what's the lesson here? Multifocal lenses are a great option for many people, but like anything, they have their pros and cons. The key is to talk to your doctor, weigh the benefits against the drawbacks, and go into your surgery with a realistic mindset. When you know what to expect, you'll be much happier with the results. Let's talk about something that can make or break your cataract surgery experience: choosing the right lens. You'd be surprised how many patients walk out of surgery wishing they had picked a different lens. And I get it, there are a lot of options out there. If you don't fully understand what each one does, it's easy to make a choice that doesn't actually fit your lifestyle. Let's break it down. The most common lens choice is the monofocal lens. This is your standard no-frills option that most insurance plans cover. It provides clear vision at one set distance, either near, intermediate, or far. So if you choose to see clearly at a distance, you'll still need reading glasses. If you set it for near vision, you'll need glasses to see far away. It's a solid choice for a lot of people, but here's where problems come in. Patients who have been nearsighted their whole lives often don't realize that choosing a monofocal lens for distance means losing their natural ability to see up close. That's a shocker for some people. Now let's talk about toric lenses. If you have astigmatism, you'll want to pay attention here. A toric lens is designed specifically to correct astigmatism during cataract surgery, meaning you won't have to rely on glasses as much afterward. But some patients skip it, either because they weren't informed about it or they didn't want to pay extra. And then they regret it. I've had patients who got a toric lens in one eye, but not the other. And guess what? They immediately noticed how much sharper their vision was in the toric eye and wished they had done the same for the other one. The lesson here? If your doctor recommends a toric lens, seriously consider it. Then we have multifocal and extended depth of focus, EDOF, lenses. These are popular because they provide a greater range of vision, reducing the need for glasses. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. They're not perfect. Some patients struggle with glare and halos, especially at night. If you do a lot of nighttime driving, this could be a deal breaker. Plus, not everyone adapts to these lenses the same way. Some people love them, others find them annoying. That's why it's super important to understand what you're signing up for before making the decision. One more thing, monovision. This is where one eye is set for distance vision and the other for near vision. Your brain learns to balance the two, giving you a wider range of vision without glasses. It's a fantastic solution for some, but not everyone adapts well to it. If you're considering this, I highly recommend testing it out with contact lenses first to see if your brain can adjust. Another major consideration? Your daily activities. Are you someone who spends a lot of time on the computer, reading, or crafting? Or do you love outdoor activities like hiking, golfing, or driving long distances? Your choice of lens should match what you do every day. For example, if you read a lot, a monofocal lens set for near vision might be a great choice. If you're always on the road, clear distance vision might be more important. And let's not forget about your expectations. Some people assume they'll never need glasses again after cataract surgery, but that's just not realistic. Even with the best lenses, you might still need a mild prescription for certain tasks. The key is to be flexible and understand that while your vision will improve, it won't be the same as it was when you were younger. So, what's the key takeaway here? Your lifestyle matters more than anything. If you spend a lot of time reading, watching TV, or working on a computer, your lens choice should reflect that. If you love golfing or driving, that's another factor. Don't just assume that the best lens is the most expensive one. It's the one that fits your daily life. Bottom line, do your research, ask your doctor lots of questions, and don't rush this decision. The right lens can make your cataract surgery a life-changing success, while the wrong one can leave you feeling frustrated. Choose wisely. Let's talk about something that catches a lot of people off guard: dry eye after cataract surgery. If you've never had dry eye before, you might be thinking, that won't happen to me. But trust me, I see it all the time. Patients come in, thrilled about their surgery, only to realize their eyes feel scratchy, irritated, or like there's something stuck in them, and they're wondering, what's going on? Here's the deal. Cataract surgery temporarily disrupts the natural tear film on your eye. It's a tiny incision, but even small changes can impact how your eye produces and spreads tears. For most people, this clears up within a few weeks to a few months, but if you already have dry eye before surgery, buckle up. It might get worse before it gets better. Now, let's break this down. Some people experience burning, redness, light sensitivity, or even blurry vision. And the most frustrating part? It's not immediate. Some patients feel great the first few days, then boom, week 2 or 3 hits, and suddenly their eyes feel gritty. That's because surgery can temporarily reduce corneal sensitivity, meaning you don't feel the dryness right away. It's like your nerves wake up later and say, hey, something's off here. So, what can you do about it? First, prepare ahead of time. If you have a history of dry eye, start treating it before surgery. Talk to your doctor about artificial tears, prescription eye drops, or even omega-3 supplements, which can improve tear quality. Trust me, a little prep work goes a long way. Another thing, be mindful of your environment. After surgery, your eyes are more sensitive. If you spend a lot of time in air-conditioned rooms, in front of screens, or in dry climates, your symptoms might feel worse. Try using a humidifier, taking breaks from screen time, and blinking more often when using digital devices. And here's a big one: avoid overusing certain eye drops. A lot of people grab those redness-reducing drops because they want quick relief, but they don't actually treat the problem. Instead, stick with preservative-free artificial tears, and if your dry eye is severe, your doctor might suggest punctual plugs, tiny inserts that help your eye retain moisture. Here's a real-life example. One of my patients, a woman in her late 60s, had mild dry eye before surgery, but didn't think much of it. After surgery, her eyes felt fine for about a week, but then, out of nowhere, she started experiencing burning and blurred vision. She thought something was wrong with the surgery, but in reality, her eyes were just struggling to stay hydrated. We started her on a simple regimen: artificial tears 4 times a day, warm compresses at night, and omega-3s. Within a month, she was feeling way better. The takeaway? Being proactive makes all the difference. Another key point: diet matters too. Believe it or not, what you eat affects your eye health. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, help keep your tear film stable. Staying hydrated and reducing caffeine intake can also prevent dry eyes from getting worse. One more tip: give your eyes some rest. Your eyes go through a lot after surgery. If you're staring at a screen for hours or pushing yourself too hard, you might be making things worse. Try the 2-0-2-0-2-0 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It helps prevent digital eye strain and keeps your eyes more comfortable. Bottom line, dry eye is common after cataract surgery, but it's manageable. If you go in prepared, understand what's happening, and take care of your eyes, you'll have a much smoother recovery. And remember, if something feels off, talk to your doctor. Don't suffer in silence. Let's get real. If there's one thing I hear over and over again from patients, it's this: I wish I had asked more questions before surgery. And honestly, I don't blame them. Cataract surgery is one of the biggest decisions you'll make for your vision, and once it's done, there's no going back. The happiest patients, the ones who walk away thrilled with their results, are the ones who did their homework. They asked the right questions, set the right expectations, and made choices based on their reason. Take, for example, one of my patients, a retired teacher who thought she'd have perfect vision without glasses. She didn't realize her lens choice meant she'd still need reading glasses for certain tasks. If she had known that earlier, she could have made a different choice. That's why knowledge is power when it comes to your eyesight. Bottom line, don't be afraid to ask questions. Your doctor is there to help you, but it's up to you to make sure you fully understand your options. Let's wrap this up. Cataract surgery is life-changing, but only if you go in fully prepared. We've covered a lot, from choosing the right lens to managing dry eye and setting realistic expectations. And the truth is, knowledge makes all the difference. The patients who understand what's coming are the ones who are happiest with their results. Here's what I want you to remember. No lens is perfect, but the right lens for your lifestyle will make all the difference. Dry eye, it's common, but you can manage it with the right care. Expecting to never wear glasses again? That's not realistic for most people, but you can still get great vision with the right approach. At the end of the day, it's about making informed choices. Don't just rely on what you think you know. Ask questions, do your research, and take charge of your vision. Because when you do, you're setting yourself up for the best possible outcome. And trust me, your future self will thank you for it. If you've made it this far, that tells me one thing: you care about your vision. And I love that. Now, don't keep this info to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who's considering cataract surgery. Trust me, you could save them from making a huge mistake. And hey, if you still have questions, drop them in the comments. I read them all. Want to dive deeper? Check out my other videos on everything you need to know before surgery. Your vision matters, so let's make sure you get the best results possible. And one more thing. If you're in the process of deciding on cataract surgery, take your time. Ask your doctor the right questions, weigh your options, and go into it with confidence. The more you know, the better your outcome will be.